Welcome back to Audiobook Vision. Today we will dive into 100 Steps to Power Audiobook, Mastering the Art of Manipulation and Subtle Control. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like our videos, and share them with others who seek knowledge. Join our channel membership for exclusive perks and content designed just for our members. Let's get started. Introduction. Unlocking the Hidden Path to Power. Power. The word alone stirs something primal within us, a mix of intrigue, fear, and ambition. It's the thread that weaves through the fabric of every relationship, every interaction, every decision. Yet, most of us stumble through life oblivious to the silent forces shaping our world. We live as pawns, unaware of the chessboard beneath our feet. But what if you could see the game? What if you could not only recognize the players but master the moves? This book is your gateway to that mastery. Here, power isn't just a concept, it's a living force. It's the glance that commands respect, the word that inspires loyalty, the gesture that bends a will without resistance. It is neither inherently good nor evil, neither friend nor foe. Like fire, power can warm your home or burn it to the ground. It's all in how you wield it. The power dynamic, who holds it and why. The truth is, power exists in every interaction, a silent current that flows between people. It determines who speaks and who listens, who leads and who follows. Understanding this dynamic is the first step to unlocking your potential. You'll learn to see what others miss, the subtle cues of dominance, the unspoken agreements that keep some on pedestals and others in shadows. You'll discover that power isn't always held by the loudest voice in the room but often by the quietest, the one who knows how to watch, learn, and strike at the perfect moment. Manipulation, a tool, not a weapon. Manipulation. The word may leave a bitter taste in your mouth, conjuring images of deceit and betrayal. But manipulation, at its heart, is simply the art of influence. It's the ability to guide emotions, thoughts, and actions with precision. And like any art, it can be used for harm or for good. What if manipulation meant steering a struggling colleague toward success? Or gently guiding a loved one away from destructive choices? The techniques in this book aren't here to make you a villain. They are tools, powerful, yes, but tools nonetheless. The morality of their use lies in your hands. The journey ahead. Mastering power begins not with others but with yourself. To control the minds of others, you must first master your own. Can you silence self-doubt and replace it with calculated confidence? Can you resist the lure of instant gratification and play the long game? This journey will demand courage. It will ask you to confront your fears, challenge your beliefs, and reshape the way you see the world. But the rewards? They are boundless. Success, protection, influence, and freedom all await those bold enough to step onto this path. This is more than a book. It's a blueprint. A weapon. A mirror reflecting your deepest potential. By the final chapter, you won't just understand power, you'll command it. Are you ready to begin? Chapter 1. The Fundamentals of Manipulation. Mastery begins with the basics, a principle that transcends all forms of skill and knowledge acquisition. Before you can wield influence with precision, it is imperative to lay a robust foundation built upon a deep understanding of the principles that govern human behavior. The initial steps outlined in this chapter serve as your initiation into the complex and nuanced world of subtle control, where every word, gesture, and action possesses the potential to shift the delicate balance of interpersonal interactions. This exploration of human influence does not just touch the surface, it delves into the intricacies of social dynamics and psychological insights that can empower you to navigate relationships more adeptly. Step 1. Understand the basic psychology of human influence. To effectively influence someone, it is first essential to truly understand them, an endeavor requiring keen observation and empathic analysis. Human beings are not solely logical entities, rather, they are profoundly influenced by primal instincts, deep-seated desires, and often unconscious behavioral patterns. Emotions such as fear, love, pride, and the yearning for belonging play a pivotal role in dictating our decisions, often overshadowing rational thought. Your mission, therefore, is to develop the ability to recognize these fundamental drivers in every interaction you engage in. Consider how individuals respond under stress, what they cling to when faced with uncertainty, and what kindles their passions. Influence begins to flourish when you comprehend what genuinely moves them. This expertise is vital in crafting your approach and in tailoring your messages to resonate with the individuals you wish to influence. Step 2. Learn the key motivators that drive human behavior. Every individual harbors specific emotional buttons that are susceptible to being pressed. For some, the tantalizing prospect of success is a powerful motivator. For others, the paralyzing fear of failure holds more sway. By immersing yourself in the study of universal motivators, such as status, security, pleasure, and connection, you'll uncover the intricate levers that dictate behaviors and decisions. Engage in reflective questions. What does this person covet more than anything else? What do they desperately seek to avoid? By unearthing the answers to these queries, you'll find yourself in possession of the keys that unlock their behaviors. This understanding not only enhances your persuasive capabilities but also deepens your relational depth. Step 3. Practice the art of active listening for deeper insights. Listening extends far beyond simply hearing words. It embodies the art of decoding the underlying meanings inherent within those words. When you engage in true active listening, you position yourself to uncover hidden fears, unspoken desires, and untapped potential that reside within the speakers in front of you. Be vigilant and observant, noting the pauses, changes in tone, or shifts in body language. These nuanced cues signify more than mere spoken statements. They offer a richer narrative. As you practice active listening, you transform into a mirror reflecting someone's deepest truths. This not only fosters an atmosphere of trust but also provides you with invaluable insights that can inform your subsequent interactions. Step 4. Study body language and nonverbal communication. While words convey meaning, they represent only a fraction of the communication that occurs in human interactions. The subtleties of nonverbal communication, such as the tilt of a head, the crossing of arms, or the darting of eyes, can reveal profound truths about what a person is genuinely feeling or thinking. By training yourself to read the language of the body as fluently as you read spoken text, you will unlock layers of information that often go unacknowledged in conversations. For instance, a slight lean forward may indicate interest or engagement, while a subtle retreat can be a clear signal of discomfort or disinterest. Mastering this skill enables you to perceive truths hidden between the spoken lines, enriching your understanding of interpersonal dynamics. Step 5. Develop a charismatic presence to naturally attract others. Charisma possesses an enigmatic quality that functions much like magnetism. It is the elusive spark that draws individuals toward you, the intangible appeal that elicits a yearning for proximity and connection. Developing charisma is not about adopting a facade or pretending to be someone you are not. Instead, it involves amplifying and accentuating the best parts of your authentic self. The essential components of charisma include confidence, warmth, and authenticity, qualities that resonate deeply with others. When you speak with conviction and engage with sincerity, you cultivate a presence that commands attention without effort or pretension. By honing these traits, you not only become more magnetic but also foster more meaningful connections, enhancing your ability to influence those around you effortlessly. Step 6. Build emotional intelligence to navigate interpersonal dynamics. Emotional intelligence serves as your guiding compass within the intricate labyrinth of human interactions. It encompasses the ability to perceive, understand, and manage emotions, both your own and those of others, with clarity and precision. Recognizing when tension is about to escalate, being able to diffuse anxiety with a thoughtful word of reassurance, or fostering trust through genuine empathy grants you an invaluable competitive edge. By honing your emotional intelligence, you become adept at adjusting your responses to fit the emotional climate around you, allowing you to pivot gracefully in difficult situations and lead with a nuanced touch that can inspire and motivate others. It creates an environment conducive to collaboration and understanding, where personal connections thrive and barriers diminish. Step 7. Shape others' perceptions of you through intentional actions. It is an undeniable truth that people don't truly see you for who you are, rather, they perceive you based on how you present yourself to the world. Every word you speak, every action you take, and every decision you make contributes to the mosaic that forms in their minds. If your goal is to be recognized as a leader, then your actions must reflect decisiveness and confidence. If you aspire to be trusted, it's essential that you embody reliability and consistency in your behavior. By aligning your actions with your intended image, you can influence perceptions and actively build the reputation that is necessary for your success. This intentionality in how you conduct yourself ensures that you are shaping the narrative in a way that resonates positively with those around you, ultimately allowing you to harness their respect and support. Step 8. Master the power of suggestion in conversations. In the realm of communication, the power of suggestion eclipses the effectiveness of direct commands. When you issue a direct order, you risk provoking resistance. However, when you introduce subtle suggestions, you can plant seeds of thought that blossom into acceptance over time. Rather than simply instructing someone on what to do, guide them gently toward discovering the solution for themselves. Employing phrases like, "Have you ever considered," or "What if we tried," can create an atmosphere of collaboration and lessen defensive reactions. This technique does not merely foster cooperation, it cultivates a sense of shared ownership over ideas, making others feel more invested in the outcome, even if the concept initially came from you. Step 9. Utilize reciprocity to create a sense of obligation. Human beings are inherently wired to reciprocate. It's a fundamental aspect of our social nature. A small gesture, such as a sincere compliment, a thoughtful token of appreciation, or a simple act of kindness, can foster a powerful sense of obligation within others. By offering something first, be it your time, effort, or goodwill, you lay the groundwork for influence and engagement. This principle of reciprocity is not manipulation, it is a testament to our shared humanity. When leveraged wisely and with genuine intent, this strategy can open doors that once seemed impenetrable, allowing you to connect with others in meaningful ways. Step 10. Frame discussions to guide outcomes. The manner in which you present a concept is just as pivotal as the content of that concept itself. Framing empowers you to control the narrative, shaping how others perceive and respond to your words. For instance, instead of posing the question, "Do you agree with this plan?" consider rephrasing it to, "This plan aligns with our most pressing challenges. How do you envision it fitting into our goals?" This nuanced shift in language may seem trivial at first, but it has the potential to steer the conversation toward a more favorable outcome, promoting consensus and collaboration. By mastering the art of framing, you not only enhance your communicative effectiveness but also strategically guide discussions to align with your desired outcomes. Chapter 2. Subtle Persuasion Techniques. Persuasion is an intricate dance of influence that thrives on finesse rather than force. The most adept influencers understand that rather than pushing someone towards a conclusion, the true art lies in guiding them gently, making their ideas resonate as the most natural and appealing option. In this chapter, we will delve into 10 nuanced strategies that allow you to master the craft of subtle persuasion, where seemingly minor actions cascade into significant, life-altering decisions. Step 11. Use mirroring to establish rapport. Humans inherently seek comfort in familiarity, and one of the simplest yet most profound ways to create that familiarity is through mirroring. This technique involves subtly mimicking another person's body language, vocal tone, and even their choice of words to create a harmonious connection. When someone leans forward in conversation, mirroring that body language demonstrates engagement and attentiveness. Similarly, if their voice carries an upbeat tone, matching that tone can foster an environment of positivity. Mirroring sends a powerful, unspoken message: we are alike, we understand each other. This shared connection cultivates trust, making individuals more open and receptive to your ideas and influence. It's a gentle way of communicating that fosters a sense of belonging and comfort, making it easier for people to embrace the paths you suggest. Step 12. Apply reverse psychology to influence decisions. Reverse psychology taps into the human tendency to want what we can't have. Often referred to as the forbidden fruit effect, this technique leverages the allure of rebellion. By suggesting the opposite of what you desire, you can provoke the very action you initially intended. For example, if you sense hesitation, saying something like, "It may not be the right time for you to take this leap," can spark an instinctive desire to defy that suggestion. This clever use of reverse psychology nudges individuals to take action simply to prove you wrong, creating a compelling path to persuasion without overt pressure. It's an insightful strategy that relies on human nature's inclination to resist external controls, steering individuals toward the decision you want them to make in a subtle and indirect manner. Step 13. Capitalize on scarcity to enhance desirability. Scarcity breeds desire, and one of the most effective ways to motivate action is by framing your offer as limited or exclusive. The thrill of potentially missing out on an opportunity can elevate its perceived value. Communicating that this chance won't come around again, or only a few spots remain, can incite a sense of urgency in others. When people perceive that resources, time, or opportunities are scarce, they are more likely to act quickly to avoid regret. This urgency can prompt rapid decision-making, turning hesitation into action as individuals scramble to seize the opportunity before it vanishes. Step 14. Anchor ideas to create a reference point. Anchoring is a psychological strategy where an initial piece of information skews perception of all subsequent data. By presenting a reference point first, you can effectively shape how others evaluate a situation. For example, if you wish to make a $100 price tag seem reasonable, start by mentioning a similar item priced significantly higher, say, $200. This initial anchor sets a benchmark that influences how the $100 offer is perceived, making it appear as a bargain in comparison. The anchoring effect is a subtle yet impactful method of guiding decision-making by framing perceptions in a way that aligns with your goals. Step 15. Employ storytelling to inspire and persuade. While facts and figures can inform, the true power of persuasion lies in storytelling. A well-told tale transcends logic and resonates on an emotional level, engraving your message into the minds and hearts of your audience. When sharing a story that parallels someone's personal struggles or aspirations, you create an emotional bridge that fosters connection. Narratives of heroes overcoming adversity not only capture attention but also inspire individuals to act. Stories have a unique ability to evoke empathy and motivation, embedding your persuasive message within a compelling context that facts alone often fail to achieve. By inviting your audience into a narrative, you enrich the persuasive journey and leave a lasting impact. In conclusion, these subtle persuasion techniques form a toolkit for influencing others in a gentle yet effective manner. By employing strategies like mirroring, reverse psychology, scarcity, anchoring, and storytelling, you can guide others toward decisions that align with your objectives, all while fostering trust and connection. As you master these techniques, you will discover the profound impact of subtlety in the art of persuasion. Step 16. Use flattery as a tool for trust building. Flattery, when wielded with sincerity, proves to be a powerful mechanism for dismantling barriers and cultivating meaningful connections. At our core, humans thrive on recognition and appreciation. We crave moments when we feel acknowledged and valued. A well-placed compliment has the remarkable ability to melt even the toughest of exteriors, fostering a sense of openness that encourages honest dialogue. However, it's crucial to tread carefully with flattery. When perceived as insincere, it can easily evoke distrust and resentment. To utilize this tool effectively, you must embrace genuineness. Rather than resorting to vague praises, highlight specific qualities or actions that you admire. This tailored approach not only demonstrates that your admiration is thoughtful and heartfelt but also solidifies a foundation of trust that can pave the way for deeper interactions. Step 17. Redirect conversations strategically. In the realm of persuasion, confrontation often breeds resistance, making it challenging to attain agreement. Sometimes, the most effective strategy to navigate an argument is not through direct confrontation but rather through strategic redirection. When you encounter pushback or disagreement, instead of doubling down, pivot the conversation toward common goals. Acknowledge the other person's concerns openly and validate their feelings to establish mutual respect. For instance, you might say, "I understand your apprehension regarding the risks involved. That's precisely why I believe this alternative method can significantly mitigate those risks while still allowing us to meet our objectives." Through this technique of strategic redirection, you maintain control of the dialogue while simultaneously avoiding unnecessary friction and conflict. Step 18. Exploit confirmation bias to reinforce your points. Individuals tend to gravitate toward information that reinforces their existing beliefs, a phenomenon known as confirmation bias. This psychological tendency can be leveraged to bolster your arguments and enhance receptiveness. When presenting your ideas, frame them in a manner that aligns seamlessly with their established viewpoints or aspirations. For example, you might articulate your proposal by saying, "You have always placed a premium on innovation, and adopting this approach will further capitalize on that strength." By invoking their pre-existing beliefs, you effectively diminish resistance while amplifying alignment with your suggestions. The resulting synergy can pave the way for collective support and agreement. Step 19. Appeal to emotional triggers like fear or hope. Emotions are powerful motivators that significantly influence decision-making. Whether it is fear that paralyzes or propels, or hope that inspires and uplifts, understanding which emotional trigger to activate can effectively sway outcomes from inaction to decisive action. Highlighting the stakes involved in a decision can elicit urgency. Consider the potential ramifications should we fail to act at this juncture. Conversely, you can also stir feelings of hope and excitement by painting a vivid picture of what success might entail. Imagine the incredible outcomes we could achieve through this decision. By appealing to these emotional triggers, you create a compelling narrative that can guide individuals toward the choices you would like them to embrace. Step 20. Plant subliminal ideas for unnoticed influence. Often, the most compelling ideas are those that individuals believe they have conjured on their own. By subtly planting hints or phrases into the conversation, you can lead them toward the conclusion you desire without overt persuasion. This technique relies on a delicate balance of subtlety and intention. The idea should feel organic rather than forced. For instance, if you want to steer someone toward a particular option, you might casually mention the advantages of that choice in an offhand manner throughout your discussion. The repeated, subtle nudges will allow the idea to embed itself in their subconscious, gradually gaining strength and resonance with each suggestion. Over time, they may arrive at the conclusion you've subtly encouraged, believing wholeheartedly that it was their own idea all along. Chapter 3. Building Trust and Authority. In the intricate web of influence, trust serves as the fundamental thread that connects individuals and fosters enduring connections. Influence without trust is merely a fleeting phenomenon, an ephemeral moment that lacks the substance to sustain it. True power lies not just in commanding attention, but in your capacity to cultivate an image of being both trusted and respected. It is about becoming a figure whom others not only look up to but also depend on, a leader whom they willingly follow. In this chapter, we will delve into 10 essential steps that are designed to help you build the dual pillars of enduring influence, trust and authority. Step 21. Build strong relationships with strategic allies. The path to power and influence is rarely a solitary journey. It is essential to surround yourself with allies who complement your strengths and help to fortify your weaknesses. When choosing these connections, take heed to select wisely. Relationships that are deeply rooted in mutual benefit form the bedrock of lasting influence. Building these alliances requires more than mere transactions. It demands genuine care, mutual respect, and a commitment to reciprocity. A loyal ally is not simply a supporter, they are a shield in times of adversity, a strategist who aids in navigating challenges, and a source of strength when you need it most. By investing in these relationships, you create a network of support that can amplify your influence and enhance your capabilities. Step 22. Position yourself as a reliable and indispensable figure. Reliability is one of the most significant attributes that breeds trust. When individuals know they can rely on you, the perception of your indispensability begins to flourish. To cultivate this perception, it is imperative that you consistently deliver on your promises, meet deadlines, and strive to exceed expectations. Transform yourself into a solution-oriented individual, the person others instinctively turn to when faced with challenges or uncertainty. The more you prove your reliability and utility, the more your authority will naturally expand, positioning you as a foundational figure in your sphere of influence. Step 23. Maintain ambiguity to intrigue and captivate others. Mystery can be an incredibly powerful tool. When you lay all your cards on the table, you risk losing the allure that comes from the unknown. By maintaining a sense of strategic ambiguity, whether through your words, actions, or intentions, you spark curiosity and intrigue among those around you. People are naturally drawn to the enigmatic and the unexplained. When they encounter something they do not fully understand, they are often compelled to explore further. Provide just enough information to stimulate interest, and watch as others gravitate toward you, eager to discover more. Step 24. Use social proof to validate your authority. Authority extends beyond self-perception. It is significantly influenced by how others perceive you. The concept of social proof, that individuals tend to follow the lead of others, serves as a potent tool in establishing and reinforcing your authority. Leverage testimonials from those who have benefited from your expertise, highlight endorsements from respected figures, and showcase visible support from your community. When others recognize your authority and validate it publicly, it enhances your credibility and solidifies your standing in the eyes of those around you. Step 25. Develop a reputation for fairness while pursuing your goals. Respect is earned, and one of the most effective ways to garner respect is through fairness. Even when you are zealously pursuing your own interests, it's crucial that your actions are perceived as balanced and just. While individuals may not always align with your views or decisions, if they believe you are fair in your dealings, they will likely respect your choices. A reputation for fairness not only disarms critics but also builds goodwill, valuable assets that you can leverage during moments of challenge or conflict. When others see you as a just and equitable leader, they are more likely to stand by you in times of adversity, further solidifying your influence and authority. In conclusion, building trust and authority is a multifaceted endeavor that demands intentionality and commitment. By focusing on nurturing relationships, demonstrating reliability, maintaining an air of intrigue, utilizing social proof, and upholding fairness, you can cultivate a powerful presence that resonates with others, cementing your status as a trusted and respected figure in your community. Step 26. Offer genuine compliments to create bonds. Complimenting others sincerely is more than just a nice gesture. It serves as a powerful catalyst for breaking down barriers and fostering meaningful connections. A well-placed compliment can uplift someone's spirits and make them feel recognized for their efforts, skills, or intrinsic qualities. When you take the time to notice and highlight what someone excels at or the hard work they have put into a task, it sends a message that they are valued and appreciated. However, the true essence of offering compliments lies in their authenticity. A mere flattery without genuine sentiment often comes across as insincere and superficial, leaving individuals feeling skeptical or even uneasy. In contrast, when a compliment comes from a place of genuine admiration, it helps forge a strong bond between the two people involved. Such bonds are founded on trust, fostering a sense of loyalty that can endure over time. In essence, the act of giving compliments goes beyond just making someone feel good. It lays the groundwork for a supportive and collaborative relationship. The next time you encounter someone who deserves recognition, don't hesitate to let them know. A few heartfelt words can lead to a lasting connection that benefits both of you. Step 27. Be a source of valuable knowledge or solutions. The adage, "knowledge is power," holds especially true in today's fast-paced world. Those who position themselves as purveyors of valuable knowledge or effective solutions naturally assume leadership roles among their peers. By becoming a reliable source of insight, guidance, or specialized expertise in your field, you elevate your status and influence. People highly regard those who can help them navigate challenges or overcome obstacles. When individuals perceive you as someone equipped to address their questions and provide solutions, you strengthen your authority and credibility. This effortlessly positions you as a go-to resource within your community, whether that community consists of co-workers, friends, or a broader audience. To embody this role, actively seek opportunities to share your knowledge. Whether through mentoring, workshops, written content, or engaging conversations, the more you contribute your insights, the more respected you will become. Ultimately, being the person others seek for answers not only reinforces your position but also builds a network of supportive relationships. Step 28. Speak with authority to command attention. Your voice is an immensely powerful communication tool. It can influence opinions, inspire actions, and command attention. When you speak, it's vital to do so with conviction, clarity, and confidence. Whether you find yourself in casual discussions or more formal presentations, the tone and delivery of your voice should convey that you are worth listening to and have something significant to share. To establish authority through your speech, avoid hedging language such as "I think," "maybe," or other qualifiers that can undermine your message. Instead, opt for more assertive phrases and frame your statements with certainty. Declare, "This is the best course of action," rather than leaving room for doubt. Speaking with confidence not only captures attention but also earns the respect of your audience, making them more likely to engage with your ideas and follow your lead. Cultivating a commanding presence through your speech empowers you to be more persuasive and influential in your interactions. Consequently, making the conscious choice to communicate with authority can be a transformative step in establishing your role as a leader. Step 29. Demonstrate consistency in actions and decisions. Consistency is a foundational element in building trust and credibility. When your actions are in alignment with your words and your decisions remain steadfast over time, it creates a reliable framework that others can depend on. People are more likely to place their faith in someone who demonstrates consistency, as it signals a deep-rooted integrity and professionalism. On the contrary, inconsistency can breed doubt and skepticism, undermining your authority. Unpredictable behavior makes others question your intentions and motives, which can weaken your position as a leader. By staying true to your core values and maintaining a stable level of reliability, you reinforce the notion that you are a leader that others can count on, come rain or shine. Consistency is about more than just following through on commitments. It includes being predictable in your decision-making processes and how you handle different situations. This steadfastness not only establishes trust but also nurtures a sense of belonging among those around you, allowing you to cultivate a strong and loyal community. Step 30. Balance transparency with mystery for sustained influence. Finding the right equilibrium between transparency and mystery is essential for maintaining sustained influence. On one hand, being too transparent can render you predictable, diminishing the intrigue that keeps people engaged. On the other hand, excessive secrecy can make you appear unapproachable or even untrustworthy. The key is to strike a harmonious balance. To build trust while preserving an air of intrigue, share enough personal insights to allow others to understand your values and goals. However, it is equally important to be discerning about what methods and strategies you disclose. By selectively sharing information, you maintain an element of mystery that entices others and draws them closer while simultaneously respecting your own boundaries. This balancing act enhances your influence, as it keeps people invested in your journey without making them feel privy to every detail. The allure of the unknown can be a powerful motivator, prompting others to seek you out for guidance, insight, or further collaboration. Mastering this balance ultimately creates a dynamic where others are continuously engaged and eager to learn more, ensuring your influence remains strong and impactful. Chapter 4. Reading and manipulating behavior. Mastery of influence involves more than just comprehending the intricacies of human behavior. It also entails the ability to shape and redirect that behavior to align with your objectives. This chapter takes a deep dive into the nuanced art of observation combined with decisive action, enhancing your ability to read individuals with accuracy and tactfully steer their actions for your benefit. Navigating this sphere requires a delicate touch, for the boundary separating influence from manipulation is incredibly thin and must be approached with caution. Step 31. Identify others' insecurities and leverage them tactfully. Every individual carries their own set of insecurities, quiet, nagging voices of self-doubt that subtly influence their decisions and interactions. These vulnerabilities, once identified, can serve as potent tools in your arsenal. However, it's imperative to handle them with utmost sensitivity and care. When you pinpoint someone's insecurities, the objective shouldn't be to demean or belittle them. Instead, position yourself as a supportive ally, someone who can mitigate their fears and help them confront their challenges. For example, if an acquaintance expresses apprehension about failure, you can provide reassurance by assuring them that you can assist in guiding them toward success. By taking such a supportive stance, you can create an atmosphere of dependency based on trust rather than fear. Always remember that the goal is to uplift, not to harm, and crossing the line into cruelty can trigger a backlash that undermines your influence. Step 32. Read microexpressions for genuine emotional insights. Emotions are often concealed and can be tricky to navigate, surfacing only through fleeting glimpses. Microexpressions, those brief, involuntary facial movements, can reveal authentic feelings that words may obscure, such as disgust, fear, joy, or even deceit. Acquiring the skill to detect and interpret these microexpressions provides you with an unfiltered glimpse into someone's emotional state. This understanding equips you to tailor your approach more effectively, enabling you to connect with what truly resonates with them on a deeper level. It transforms your interactions from surface-level exchanges to meaningful dialogues that acknowledge the underlying emotions at play. Step 33. Detect hidden motives in conversations. Every conversation is interwoven with layers of meaning. There are the explicit words exchanged and the subtle intentions that linger beneath the surface. Cultivating the ability to listen for undertones is essential. One must question what is left unspoken. Attune your senses to variations in tone, phrasing, and nonverbal cues. These elements can unveil hidden motives and unexpressed agendas. To delve deeper, consider posing insightful, probing questions that gently peel away the layers of ambiguity. By identifying the true intentions during interactions, you gain the leverage to steer the discussion toward your desired outcomes while simultaneously neutralizing any opposing agendas that may arise. Step 34. Apply gaslighting to instill doubt when necessary. Gaslighting, an insidious technique of causing someone to question their own perception of reality, should be approached with extreme caution. Although it can serve as a powerful tool when applied judiciously, it carries significant risks, as misuse can irreparably damage trust. For instance, you might engage in a subtle challenge of someone's recollection of an event by saying something like, "Are you absolutely certain that's how it unfolded? My memory differs." While this can tilt the dynamics of a situation in your favor, it's crucial to wield this technique sparingly and strategically. Misapplication can lead to a breakdown in relationships and an erosion of trust that is often impossible to rebuild. Step 35. Exploit vulnerabilities subtly for strategic gain. Every individual possesses vulnerabilities, be it a deep-rooted fear, a yearning for connection, or an unfulfilled need. By discerning these weak points, you can brand yourself as an asset that others cannot afford to overlook. Consider, for example, an individual who craves validation or harbors a fear of exclusion. By recognizing and subtly leveraging these sentiments, you can present yourself as the remedy to their vulnerabilities. Offering your support or companionship can position you as a vital figure in their lives. Yet, the art lies in subtlety. Overtly exploiting these weaknesses may lead to exposure and unwanted backlash. The challenge is to navigate this terrain with finesse, ensuring your actions remain beneath the radar while effectively advancing your strategic objectives. Step 36. Use pauses and silence as a negotiation tool. Silence can often feel uncomfortable in conversations, creating an atmosphere that prompts reflection and decision-making. In the realm of negotiations, harnessing the power of well-placed pauses can serve as a strategic advantage. When you articulate a key point, it can be immensely effective to simply stop speaking. Allow the silence to linger. It can create an unsettling environment for your opponent. This discomfort often compels them to respond, potentially leading them to make concessions or inadvertently divulge valuable information that they had not intended to share. By embracing the pauses, you create a psychological space that may lead them to react in ways that benefit your negotiation stance. Emphasizing this tactic can significantly shift the dynamics of the conversation in your favor. Step 37. Control the emotional climate in group settings. In any group setting, emotions can be highly contagious, influencing the collective mindset and actions of those involved. By consciously managing the emotional tone, whether you aim to foster calm, instill a sense of urgency, or generate excitement, you can effectively steer the group's behavior toward your desired outcome. Utilizing a calm and measured tone of voice can serve to diffuse tension during heated discussions, allowing rationality to prevail. Conversely, injecting genuine enthusiasm can act as a catalyst for rallying support around a shared vision or goal. By proactively shaping the emotional climate of the group, you establish yourself as a leader who is in command of the situation, gaining not just influence but also a subtle control over important group decisions and dynamics. Step 38. Strengthen influence by reinforcing others' self-esteem. While flattery can sometimes open doors in professional relationships, true influence is cultivated through authentic reinforcement of others' self-esteem. Make a consistent effort to acknowledge and highlight the strengths of your colleagues or team members, celebrating their achievements, both big and small. People respond positively when they feel appreciated and validated. Simple yet powerful affirmations, such as, "Your insight was pivotal to this success," or, "I've always admired the way you handle challenges with grace," not only build trust but also position you as a contributor to their positive growth. By recognizing what individuals bring to the table, you build lasting bonds, making them more likely to align themselves with you and your initiatives. Step 39. Navigate conflicts to emerge as a trusted mediator. Conflicts are an unavoidable part of any human interaction, yet they also present unique opportunities for growth and connection. By positioning yourself as a mediator during disputes, you can foster an image of impartiality and wisdom, which can earn you trust and respect from all parties involved. Engage actively in listening, validate the emotions of those in conflict, and seek to propose balanced solutions that address the core issues at hand. Your skill in navigating these challenging situations will distinguish you as an indispensable figure, one who is seen as both authoritative and reliable in times of strife, thereby enhancing your ability to influence and lead. Step 40. Deflect blame skillfully to maintain credibility. How you manage blame when things go awry can significantly influence your professional reputation. The goal is not to fabricate excuses but to shift the focus away from personal accountability toward collaborative problem solving. You can acknowledge the issue at hand without taking on undue responsibility by saying something like, "I regret how this unfolded, but it's important to recognize that there were unforeseen challenges." By framing the conversation in this manner, you encourage a solution-oriented mindset rather than dwelling on the error. This strategic redirection allows you to maintain your credibility, as it positions you as someone focused on moving forward rather than getting entangled in past mistakes, thereby allowing you to rise above the situation with your reputation intact. Chapter 5. Advanced Manipulation Strategies. As you ascend the ladder of influence, the stakes grow significantly higher. In the intricate web of social dynamics and power plays, the techniques discussed in this chapter elevate manipulation to a sophisticated art form. Here, we delve into strategies that transform subtle tactics into advanced methodologies for navigating complex interactions. Mastering these techniques requires not only foresight and patience but also precision in execution. Once you refine your ability to wield these strategies, you will find yourself holding a type of influence that endures and resonates through lifetimes, allowing you to shape outcomes and control narratives in your favor. Step 41. Control the flow of information to shape narratives. Information is often called the currency of power. By controlling what people know, and crucially, when they know it, you can strategically shape how events are perceived. This involves a selective sharing of information, providing just enough to guide thoughts and opinions in your desired direction, while withholding details that could dilute your influence. For example, during a workplace conflict, consider presenting only the facts that bolster your perspective, carefully omitting irrelevant or contradictory details. This calculated sharing can steer the narrative decisively in your favor. It's crucial to remember that in most circumstances, the individual who controls the story ultimately governs the outcome. By being judicious about the information you disseminate, you can frame situations in a way that aligns perceptions with your objectives. Step 42. Foster dependency on your ideas or resources. One of the most effective methods of establishing influence is by making yourself indispensable. Cultivate a network of dependency by positioning yourself as the go-to person for knowledge, connections, or valuable resources. The more people rely on you for assistance or guidance, the more leverage you accumulate. Over time, this web of dependency can morph into profound influence, as your presence becomes not just desirable but essential to the success of others. When you hold key insights or crucial assets that others cannot easily replace, you create a dynamic where your influence is deeply entrenched, securing your position as a pivotal player in any scenario. Step 43. Divide and conquer to minimize opposition. Unified opposition poses a serious threat to anyone looking to assert influence. However, divided factions are inherently weak. One of the most effective strategies is to identify potential alliances among your detractors and subtly sow seeds of discord among them. This method does not require blatant sabotage or open confrontation. Instead, focus on exploiting existing differences in goals, values, or opinions to fracture their unity. A divided group will naturally spend its energy on internal conflicts rather than directing their efforts outwardly, which allows you to advance your agenda with minimal resistance. By fostering discontent among opponents, you pave the way for smoother paths to your own objectives. Step 44. Exploit herd mentality in decision-making. Humans are inherently social creatures, often inclined to follow the crowd, especially when they are uncertain about their choices. By creating the illusion of consensus around your ideas or proposals, you can effectively sway decisions in your favor. For instance, you might emphasize how others already support your ideas, using phrases like, "Everyone agrees this is the best approach." Such assertions tap into the comfort of conformity and can significantly increase the likelihood of others aligning with you. When people perceive that they are part of a larger group or trend, they are more comfortable and willing to follow suit, thus amplifying your influence. Step 45. Use humor to disarm and charm others. Laughter is a powerful tool in the realm of human interaction. It can disarm adversaries, lower defenses, and foster connection, making it an invaluable strategy when wielded effectively. By strategically employing humor, you can position yourself as more approachable, diffuse tensions, and subtly guide conversations in a direction favorable to you. Self-deprecating humor, for instance, conveys a sense of confidence and relatability, while playful teasing can create bonds and enhance camaraderie. However, humor must be wielded with care. What charms one person may potentially offend another. Being attuned to your audience and the context in which you are using humor is essential to ensure that it serves your strategic purpose rather than undermining it. Through the careful application of these techniques, you can enhance your influence and navigate social landscapes with finesse and ease. Step 46. Create a sense of urgency to prompt action. Procrastination is a formidable adversary when it comes to making decisions. To combat this tendency, it's essential to create a palpable sense of urgency that encourages individuals to act in accordance with your timeline. You might leverage impactful phrases such as, "This opportunity won't last long," or, "We need to come to a decision promptly to maintain our competitive edge." These statements not only spark immediate action but also signal the importance of timing in the decision-making process. The psychological mechanism behind urgency amplifies emotional responses, sharpening an individual's focus. This heightened state makes them less likely to scrutinize or resist the suggestions and proposals you put forth. When people feel that they are racing against a clock or facing a time-sensitive decision, it becomes a psychological nudge that inadvertently tips the scales in your favor. This creates an environment where your proposals are seen as not just preferable, but necessary. Step 47. Capitalize on others' fear of missing out. The fear of missing out, commonly referred to as FOMO, is one of the most compelling psychological motivators in both personal and professional contexts. Individuals inherently dread the thought of being excluded from valuable opportunities or exciting experiences. By tapping into this psychological trigger, you can significantly enhance your persuasive power. Emphasizing elements of exclusivity or scarcity can be especially impactful. Phrases such as, "This event is invite-only," and "I thought of you," or "These positions are filling up quickly, so act fast," not only create urgency but also evoke FOMO that drives immediate action. Such strategic language bypasses the rational hesitations that often accompany decision-making, compelling individuals to act quickly to avoid missing out. Step 48. Manage others' expectations to your advantage. The expectations that others hold can profoundly shape their experiences and reactions. By strategically managing what people anticipate, you can gain greater control over their responses and outcomes. One effective strategy is to underpromise and overdeliver. By setting realistic and modest goals, you can ensure that even average results are viewed as successful, thereby crafting an impression of both reliability and excellence. Alternatively, you can subtly guide others towards lower expectations by framing situations in a different light. For instance, if you position a project as more challenging than it actually is, you can increase the likelihood of your audience being pleasantly surprised by favorable outcomes, thus strengthening their trust in your capabilities and fostering a positive impression. Step 49. Build alliances that complement your strengths. No matter how skilled or talented you may be, it is critical to recognize that even the most adept manipulator cannot thrive in isolation. As such, surrounding yourself with allies who possess strengths that offset your own limitations, whether those are charisma, resources, or specific expertise, can amplify your effectiveness significantly. These strategic alliances can serve to extend your influence and reach, functioning as invaluable support systems. When entering into partnerships, treat them as long-term investments. Nurture trust, foster mutual reciprocity, and commit to maintaining these relationships to ensure they endure and evolve over time, ultimately benefiting all parties involved. Step 50. Play the long game for lasting influence and dominance. It is important to grasp that true power and influence are rarely achieved overnight. They are instead cultivated over time through consistent, patient effort. Your greatest ally in this pursuit is the understanding of the long game. Laying the foundation for sustained influence requires deliberate, small actions that collectively build towards larger, more significant goals. Rather than focusing solely on immediate victories, recognize that sometimes sacrificing short-term gains will yield exponentially greater results in the long run. Keep your overarching objectives in sight, and allow every strategy you employ to align with this larger purpose. This foresight not only enhances your decision-making but positions you for enduring success and prominence in your endeavors. Chapter 6. Influencing groups and organizations. Influencing individuals is akin to crafting a delicate piece of art, but when it comes to steering entire groups, it transforms into a grand symphony. The complex nature of group dynamics not only heightens the potential for influence but also amplifies the pathways through which power can flow. The collective energy that arises from a group setting can dramatically magnify your capacity to effect change. This chapter provides a series of strategic steps designed to teach you how to adeptly lead, inspire, and subtly guide organizations toward desired outcomes that resonate with your overarching vision. Step 51. Gain leadership positions in group dynamics. Leadership transcends mere titles. It represents a profound opportunity to channel and direct the flow of influence within any group. To position yourself effectively as a leader, seek out opportunities to volunteer for various roles within the organization. This can include initiating projects, offering innovative solutions, or stepping up to guide others during challenging times. Individuals are naturally drawn to those who project confidence and competence. Leverage this instinct by presenting yourself as a reliable and authoritative figure in collective environments. Cultivate a reputation as the person others can turn to for guidance and support, thus establishing your presence as the key influencer within the group. Step 52. Create a vision that inspires collective effort. A compelling and shared vision serves as the bedrock for unity within any organization. It instills a sense of purpose and direction among members. Take the initiative to craft a narrative that strongly resonates with the existing values and aspirations of the group. Articulate this vision with passion and clarity, painting vivid pictures of the achievements that are possible when everyone collaborates. When individuals can see their own hopes, aspirations, and values reflected in your vision, they are more likely to commit themselves wholeheartedly, following you with unwavering loyalty. This alignment not only fuels motivation but also fosters a deeper bond amongst group members as they work towards a common goal. Step 53. Manage team conflicts to emerge as a unifying figure. While conflict can potentially fracture a group, it also presents unique opportunities for demonstrated leadership. When disputes arise, take the initiative to become a mediator, stepping in to offer balanced solutions that take all parties' perspectives into account. By facilitating constructive conversations and resolving tensions, you reinforce your position as a unifying figure, a leader capable of understanding and valuing diverse points of view. This approach not only earns you the trust of your colleagues but also solidifies your authority within the group. You become someone who can bridge gaps and foster collaboration, thus establishing a stronger, more cohesive team. Step 54. Foster loyalty by rewarding key supporters. The foundation of loyalty is built upon recognition and reward. To cultivate an atmosphere of trust and allegiance, make it a practice to identify key supporters within the group. Acknowledge their contributions publicly or offer them private words of appreciation to strengthen these critical relationships. By shining a light on the efforts of your supporters, you empower them and encourage others to align themselves with your leadership. Creating an environment where loyalty flourishes not only enhances team morale but also establishes a dependable base of support that you can rely on as you pursue your objectives. Step 55. Use emotional appeals to sway group decisions. While logic and reason hold their places in debates and discussions, it is the appeals to emotion that resonate most deeply with groups. When presenting ideas or rallying support, weave emotional narratives into your arguments. This could involve highlighting shared fears, aspirations, or collective victories that the group can identify with. Engaging stories of struggle, perseverance, or calls to action centered around shared values can ignite a sense of unity and passion within the group. By tapping into these emotional undercurrents, you can inspire stronger commitment and sway decisions in your favor, ultimately guiding the organization toward fulfilling your shared vision. Step 56. Create exclusivity to make group members feel special. Exclusivity possesses a powerful allure. The feeling of being part of something unique or distinguished can significantly enhance individuals' emotional and psychological investment in that group or cause. When individuals perceive that they belong to an elite circle, they are more inclined to engage wholeheartedly and become advocates for the mission at hand. To foster this exclusivity, consider establishing inner circles or granting access to information deemed privileged or confidential. By framing your communications with terms like, "This opportunity is for a select few who truly understand and align with our mission," you can cultivate a sense of belonging and ownership among those individuals. This strategy not only enhances their commitment but also elevates their perception of their role within the broader group framework, making them feel like valued contributors to a noble cause. Step 57. Subtly shift group dynamics to favor your goals. Groups are rarely homogeneous. They typically operate within complex webs of unspoken hierarchies, norms, and roles. By understanding and subtly influencing these dynamics, you can effectively guide the group towards achieving your objectives without confronting them head-on. Identify key influencers and support their voices to amplify their alignment with your agenda. You can steer discussions in your favor by strategically redirecting conversations to highlight ideas and initiatives that resonate with your goals. Moreover, carefully introducing concepts that challenge existing perspectives can serve to open minds to alternative viewpoints. Over time, these strategic interventions will solidify your influence and redirect group energy toward your aims, all while minimizing the chance of detection or resistance from other members. Step 58. Manipulate social proof to gain organizational credibility. In human behavior, social proof plays a critical role in decision-making. Individuals are more likely to trust and follow initiatives that others within their group endorse. To capitalize on this psychological phenomenon, amplify your credibility by showcasing the support and acceptance you have garnered within the community. Utilize testimonials, endorsements, and visible support from respected and influential group members to bolster your standing. Phrases like, "everyone is on board with this plan," not only breed confidence but also create momentum that others feel compelled to join. This wave of consensus can be difficult to resist, as people naturally gravitate toward what is proven to be widely accepted, thus enhancing your position and reinforcing your initiatives. Step 59. Control dissent by addressing concerns strategically. Dissent, if allowed to fester, can disrupt your influence and undermine collaborative efforts. To manage it effectively, approach differing opinions with empathy and tact, transforming potential conflicts into constructive dialogues about growth and improvement. Engage with dissenting voices on a one-on-one basis to understand their concerns deeply. By genuinely listening and incorporating their insights into public discussions, you create an environment where opposing views are acknowledged and valued. This not only helps to disarm critics but also transforms them into collaborators who feel invested in the solution. As a result, your leadership image is strengthened, showcasing your capacity to foster inclusivity even amid conflicting viewpoints. Step 60. Leverage collective energy to achieve your ambitions. Groups team with energy and potential, and harnessing this collective force can be incredibly empowering in realizing your ambitions. To do so, align your personal or organizational goals with the group's shared mission, thereby creating a scenario where everyone feels they are contributing to a greater cause. When individuals perceive that their efforts are part of a larger purpose, their motivation and dedication significantly increase. By leveraging the collective momentum, you can drive initiatives that resonate widely, secure the necessary support, and instigate lasting change. The synergy born from working towards a shared vision not only elevates the group's effectiveness but also enhances the impact of your efforts, leading to meaningful progress in your undertakings. Chapter 7. Psychological Triggers and Mind Games. The mind is a labyrinth, a complex maze of emotions, biases, and impulses that are intertwined and waiting to be skillfully navigated. In this chapter, we will delve deeply into the heart of psychological manipulation, exploring the triggers and mind games that can subtly influence actions and alter perceptions without detection. Here, you wield subtlety as a scalpel, carving intricate pathways leading to your goals, all through the subconscious of others. The exploration of these psychological tools will not only enhance your understanding of human behavior but will also empower you to wield influence in a deliberate and strategic manner. Step 61. Use loss aversion to encourage action. Fear of loss is an undeniably powerful motivator, one that is often stronger than the allure of potential gain. This innate wiring in human beings drives a compelling need to avoid pain and loss at all costs, making loss aversion a potent tool in persuasive communication. When framing decisions, it is crucial to emphasize what individuals stand to lose rather than gain. For example, when presenting an opportunity, you might say, "If you don't act now, this opportunity might disappear." Such statements highlight potential losses and ignite a sense of urgency within the listener, prompting them to take actions they might otherwise avoid, acting decisively to protect what they fear losing. Step 62. Establish trust through selective vulnerability. Trust is a cornerstone of influence and persuasion, often born out of authenticity, or the illusion of it. By strategically revealing a carefully chosen vulnerability, whether it be a personal story or perceived flaw, you can effectively disarm skepticism and foster deeper connections with others. A statement like, "This is hard for me to share, but," opens the door to empathy, creating a safe space for vulnerability that cultivates trust. Once this bond of trust has been established, individuals are more likely to lower their guard, thus becoming significantly more receptive to your influence and ideas. Step 63. Play to others' ego to gain their cooperation. The human ego is an incredibly powerful force in social dynamics. When you learn to recognize and appeal to this aspect of human nature, by flattering it, you unlock gates to cooperation and collaboration. Making others feel indispensable, valued, or admired is crucial in this process. For instance, by saying, "This task is perfect for someone with your incredible skills," you not only validate their self-worth but also create goodwill that subtly ties their success to your objectives. A well-stroked ego can turn into a willing ally, as individuals become motivated to assist you in achieving your goals. Step 64. Exploit cognitive dissonance to reinforce desired behaviors. Cognitive dissonance occurs when there is a conflict between a person's actions and their beliefs, leading to a discomfort that they are compelled to resolve. This state of internal tension can be harnessed to reinforce desired behaviors. By guiding individuals to make small commitments that align with your goals, you can create a sense of consistency they strive to maintain. For instance, you might say, "You've already come this far, it only makes sense to see it through." This approach leverages their desire for internal harmony, nudging them towards further action that supports your agenda. Step 65. Use paradoxes to challenge and redirect thinking. Paradoxes possess a unique ability to disrupt linear thought patterns, forcing individuals to pause and reconsider their perspectives. By presenting statements that contain inherent contradictions, such as, "Sometimes, the best way to move forward is to take a step back," you provoke deeper engagement with your ideas. These paradoxes not only elevate your perceived wisdom but also provoke critical thinking that redirects attention. By challenging conventional thought processes, you can guide the narrative towards your desired viewpoint, fostering a more receptive audience. Step 66. Set traps for overconfident opponents. Overconfidence is a double-edged sword. While it often fuels ambition and determination, it also blinds individuals to potential pitfalls and vulnerabilities. To capitalize on this trait, create an environment where adversaries feel empowered and superior. Allow them to believe that they hold the upper hand by subtly inflating their egos and feeding into their sense of invincibility. Adopt a strategy of deliberate feigned weakness, concede minor points or allow them victories in less significant areas. This will have the effect of lulling your opponents into a false sense of security, making them complacent and overzealous in their pursuits. Once they are fully ensnared in their self-assuredness, they become ripe for the taking. When the moment is right, pivot against their arrogance, turn what they perceive as strengths into significant liabilities. This might involve exploiting a gap in their strategy that they've overlooked or using their overconfidence against them in a strategic move that upsets their plans. In doing so, you not only regain control but also showcase their weaknesses, turning the tables dramatically while reinforcing your tactical superiority. Step 67. Test loyalty subtly to identify reliable allies. In the world of strategy, loyalty is an invaluable asset, yet it should never be mistaken for blind trust, as the latter can lead to unexpected betrayals. To safeguard your interests, take the initiative to assess the faithfulness of your allies through discreet and harmless tests of allegiance. Engage your trusted circle in minor scenarios that allow you to gauge their responses. For instance, you could share trivial secrets designed to see how they handle sensitive information or create low-stakes situations where their loyalty can be demonstrably proven. Watch closely, their actions in these moments will reveal their true intent. Those individuals who navigate these tests successfully will emerge as pillars of support, solidifying their role in your strategic endeavors. Conversely, those who falter will expose their unreliability and reveal their potential to cause harm, allowing you to address any weaknesses in your circle before they can escalate into more significant issues. Step 68. Invoke nostalgia to create emotional resonance. Nostalgia serves as a powerful psychological tool, acting as an emotional bridge that connects individuals to cherished memories and experiences that resonate deeply within them. By tapping into the feelings associated with the past, you can create a shared sense of belonging and community. Utilize this mechanism by recalling fond memories that highlight shared experiences. Remember how things were when we first started out together. Such references elicit a softening of resistance, drawing people into a comfortable space that makes your suggestions not only palatable but also enticing. This strategic evocation of nostalgia acts as an emotional anchor, grounding people in familiar sentiments amidst the tumultuous waves of uncertainty they might face. It reinforces unity and trust, making it easier for them to align their aspirations with your proposed direction, thereby advancing your agenda with a sense of collective purpose. Step 69. Manipulate timelines to control urgency and pacing. Time is a flexible and subjective concept, one that can be manipulated to serve your strategic needs. By intentionally compressing or expanding timelines, you gain the upper hand in controlling the urgency and pacing of critical decisions. This manipulation is a crucial aspect of tactical maneuvering that can influence the behaviors and responses of others. Implying impending deadlines fosters a sense of urgency. For example, stating, "We need this completed by the end of the day," plants a pressure cooker effect that compels quicker action. On the flip side, when you want to provide a sense of breathing room, extend timelines, suggesting that there is more time for deliberation. This creates an illusion of control for those involved while secretly allowing you to steer the eventual outcomes in your preferred direction. Understanding how to navigate and shape perceptions of time empowers you to wield influence with precision, subtly guiding others toward decisions that align with your overarching strategy without them fully realizing the extent of your control. Step 70. Mask manipulation as genuine concern or interest. The most ingenious forms of manipulation are often those that are cloaked in the guise of sincerity and care. When attempting to influence others, it is imperative to frame your intentions as expressions of genuine interest and concern. Phrases like, "I only want what's best for you," or, "How can I assist you in this matter?" can create a facade of kindness that effectively conceals your ulterior motives. By presenting your influence under the banner of genuine care, people are far less likely to scrutinize your actions or question your motives. This layer of disguise not only safeguards your intentions from scrutiny but simultaneously deepens the trust others place in you. As you foster this environment of perceived understanding, you further increase the likelihood that individuals will be inclined to follow your lead, allowing you to guide them toward outcomes that serve your strategic interests while building an atmosphere of camaraderie and loyalty that benefits both parties. Chapter 8. Protecting yourself from manipulation. Mastering the art of manipulation undoubtedly requires not only an understanding of tactics to influence others but also cultivates a vital responsibility, safeguarding yourself against becoming an unwitting pawn in someone else's elaborate game. As you learn to wield the persuasive power of influence, it is imperative to acknowledge that there will always be individuals who seek to exert the same control over you. In this chapter, we will explore a comprehensive set of tools designed to fortify your mental and emotional defenses. By implementing these strategies, you will ensure that your autonomy remains intact, your decisions are truly yours, and your mind remains a sanctuary free from external control. Step 71. Identify common manipulative tactics used against you. The first and most crucial line of defense against manipulation is knowledge. By familiarizing yourself with the most prevalent manipulative tactics, such as guilt-tripping, flattery, gaslighting, and the creation of false urgency, you equip yourself with the insights needed to navigate interpersonal interactions. When you can accurately identify the specific tools employed against you, their power diminishes significantly. You will begin to see through the carefully constructed veils of persuasive language and deceptive gestures designed to ensnare you. This heightened awareness acts as a liberating force, enabling you to maintain your mental clarity when faced with attempts at manipulation. Each time you recognize these tactics in play, you reclaim a bit more of your autonomy, allowing you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Step 72. Strengthen your emotional resilience. Emotional resilience serves as your protective armor in the face of manipulation. Strengthening this resilience involves a deep understanding of your emotional triggers, as well as the consistent practice of mindfulness techniques. By recognizing how certain words, actions, or situations can provoke emotional responses, you gain the ability to manage your feelings more effectively. When you attain a state of emotional regulation, you minimize your susceptibility to being swayed by instinctive reactions such as fear, anger, or guilt. A mind that is calm and centered acts as a formidable barrier against manipulation. It possesses the clarity to see through chaos and recognize hidden intentions, allowing you to navigate interactions with confidence and poise. Step 73. Practice self-awareness to detect external influence. Manipulation often flourishes in the shadows of unawareness. Thus, cultivating a habit of introspection becomes essential. Regular self-reflection helps you to critically analyze your thoughts and motivations. Ask yourself probing questions. Why do I feel this way? What leads me to consider this action? By delving deeper into the factors influencing your thoughts and behavior, you can identify external pressures that may be steering you in a particular direction. This heightened self-awareness acts as a potent shield against manipulation, allowing you to reclaim control over your choices. The ability to distinguish between your own desires and external influences transforms the dynamics of power in your favor, arming you against further attempts at control. Step 74. Set firm boundaries to safeguard your autonomy. This one truth remains constant: manipulators will routinely test limits. In the absence of well-defined boundaries, you render yourself vulnerable to their relentless pursuit. Therefore, it becomes essential to articulate clearly what you will and will not tolerate in your relationships and interactions, define your limits and communicate them assertively. For instance, stating, "I value my time, so I can't commit to that," establishes a significant line of defense. Remember, boundaries are not rigid walls intended to isolate you. They serve as vital bridges that encourage mutual respect and understanding between yourself and others. Step 75. Learn to say no without guilt. One of the most powerful tools manipulators exploit is the reluctance to refuse requests. They thrive on hesitation and your innate desire to please others or avoid conflict. It is crucial to recognize that saying no is not an act of defiance; rather, it is a fundamental declaration of self-respect. Practice saying no without guilt, keeping in mind that your time and energy are precious and finite resources that deserve protection and careful allocation. Embrace the idea that your well-being should take precedence over the demands of others, and learn to assertively guard your space and your choices. By implementing these steps, you will not only protect yourself from manipulation but also cultivate a strong sense of self-confidence and clarity that will serve you well in all areas of your life. Step 76. Recognize gaslighting and counteract it assertively. Gaslighting represents one of the most subtle yet harmful strategies of manipulation employed against individuals. It intricately distorts your reality, often leading you to question the validity of your own perceptions and recollections. This psychological tactic can erode your confidence and sense of self-worth, making it crucial to recognize the indicators of this form of emotional abuse. To effectively combat gaslighting, you must first familiarize yourself with its common signs. Look for repeated denial of your lived experiences, instances where the manipulator shifts blame onto you, or situations where your concerns are belittled or dismissed. These patterns serve as red flags, indicating an intention to undermine your reality. When confronting gaslighting, approach the situation with assertiveness. Employ statements such as, "I know what I experienced, and I refuse to let you invalidate it." These affirmations not only reinforce your understanding of the truth but also re-establish your sense of agency in the face of manipulation. Remember, albeit tumultuous, truth is your steadfast anchor amidst the chaos induced by such psychological tactics. Step 77. Build a support network to counter manipulation. Isolation serves as fertile ground for manipulators to thrive. This highlights the importance of surrounding yourself with a robust support network composed of trusted allies who can provide not just perspective but also guidance during turbulent times. A solid support system acts as a reflective surface, helping you discern reality and providing clarity when others attempt to distort your perceptions. In this collective, there is strength. In this community, you find protection against manipulative influences. These individuals can help reaffirm your experiences and values, making it easier to recognize and thwart any attempts at manipulation. Step 78. Stay informed and educated about psychological tactics. Knowledge is an invaluable weapon in your arsenal against psychological manipulation. Just as an armory fortifies a soldier, understanding various psychological strategies empowers you. The more informed you are about the tactics employed by manipulators, the more adept you become at identifying these behaviors when they manifest in real life. Engage in reading, ongoing education, and meaningful discussions regarding psychological manipulation. This awareness is not a static skill. It should be a living, evolving one that matures as you encounter new experiences and acquire fresh insights. Staying informed builds your resilience and heightens your ability to safeguard yourself from manipulation. Step 79. Avoid overtrusting individuals too quickly. Trust should be a privilege, not a right, an asset that is earned through consistent and genuine actions rather than a sentiment readily given. Manipulators often exploit your desire for connection and friendship by quickly presenting themselves as trustworthy individuals. Take the necessary time to gauge the intentions of others before investing your trust. Observations over time provide a clearer picture of someone's character, as actions tend to speak far louder than mere words. Guard your trust diligently, extending it only to those who have proven themselves capable of honoring it. By doing so, you fortify yourself against potential manipulation. Step 80. Regularly assess your own motives and strategies. Ultimately, true strength emanates from self-reflection. It is essential to engage in regular assessments of your actions, ensuring that your strategies and underlying motives are in alignment with your values and ethical standards. Pose reflective questions to yourself such as, am I leading ethically, or are my choices honoring the autonomy of others? Cultivating self-awareness not only fortifies you against external manipulation but also serves as a protective barrier, preventing you from unwittingly becoming the very force you seek to resist. Emphasizing personal integrity and ethical considerations in your actions will empower you to navigate your environment with confidence and authenticity. Chapter 9. Achieving Dominance. Achieving dominance is not synonymous with exerting control over others. Rather, it embodies the ability to become a guiding light, an inspiring force that emits clarity and resilience. This journey transcends mere authority. It is a dynamic interplay of emotions and strategies that necessitates profound self-awareness, flexibility, and an unwavering commitment to personal and collective growth. The steps outlined in this chapter are more than mere guidelines. They represent a transformative journey, guiding you toward becoming the type of individual who commands respect and inspires those around them. Step 81. Create a strong personal brand for influence. To truly understand your place in the world, you must first ask yourself, who are you, at your core? Although the world may decipher you based on fleeting first impressions, your personal brand is the narrative you consciously choose to share. It transcends a mere logo or catchphrase. It encapsulates the essence of your being as expressed through your actions, philosophies, and leadership style. Building a compelling personal brand means manifesting your values, passions, and visions with complete authenticity and confidence. Your personal brand should resonate so powerfully that it lingers in the minds of those you encounter long after you part ways. Envision yourself standing resilient amidst a tempest. Your brand acts as a lighthouse, a guiding force that instills trust and belief in others. Authenticity serves as the bedrock of your brand. The truth is, people are not drawn to the illusion of perfection. Rather, they gravitate toward leaders who are genuine, relatable, and vulnerable. Step 82. Position yourself as a problem solver. Life is punctuated by challenges and hurdles, and true dominance arises from your ability to become the go-to person for solutions during turbulent times. Picture yourself as the serene anchor in someone's chaotic storm, a steady presence that offers support and lifts others when they are submerged in despair. This is the essence of being a problem solver. It requires you to look beyond the chaos and unveil paths to clarity. The journey begins with deep and active listening. Pay close attention to the needs and concerns of those around you. Once you genuinely understand their struggles, you position yourself to step forward with solutions that not only address their issues but also enhance your standing in their eyes. Your motivation for solving problems should stem from a place of authentic care and compassion, as this sincerity will foster an unyielding influence. Step 83. Master timing in delivering ideas or demands. Timing is an art form that transcends mere skill. It can be likened to music. Playing the right note at an inappropriate moment creates dissonance, while the same note, when delivered at the perfect time, transforms into a melody that resonates effortlessly with its audience. Cultivate the ability to read the emotional climate of your surroundings. Recognize when the atmosphere is ripe for your contributions. Patience becomes your greatest ally in this quest. When you wait for the opportune moment, your words will carry the weight they deserve, allowing your ideas to penetrate the consciousness of your audience with precision and impact. Remember, it's not solely about the content of your message but also about the timing of its delivery. Step 84. Align others' goals with your objectives. True power and influence are seldom achieved in isolation. To embody true leadership, you must engage with those around you, close the gap between their aspirations and your vision, and foster a collaborative atmosphere. This process is not about manipulation, it represents the pinnacle of collaboration and mutual benefit. Imagine cultivating a shared garden where everyone contributes to the growth of plants. By nurturing their ambitions alongside your own, you establish a thriving ecosystem in which everyone attains success. Listen attentively to the motivations and aspirations of those around you, and discover ways to entwine those desires with your own objectives. When those in your sphere flourish, you, too, will reap the rewards of that growth. Step 85. Handle criticism gracefully to maintain authority. Criticism, while uncomfortable, often serves as an invaluable gift, an opportunity for personal introspection and growth. Rather than perceiving it as an attack, view it as a mirror, reflecting not only your shortcomings but also the avenues available for progression. Exhibiting grace under scrutiny is not a sign of weakness. Instead, it exemplifies an amalgamation of humility and strength. When confronted with criticism, embrace it with an open heart. Acknowledge its validity, analyze the constructive elements, and then discern what to retain and what to dismiss. Responding to criticism with poise and a willingness to learn does more than preserve respect, it amplifies it. A leader who actively listens and evolves in response to feedback becomes increasingly formidable with each passing day. Through these steps, the aspiration to achieve dominance becomes not merely a goal but a profound evolution, a transformation into a force for good that inspires, motivates, and elevates those fortunate enough to cross your path. Step 86. Exploit opportunities during times of uncertainty. Uncertainty is a formidable beast that terrifies most individuals, causing anxiety and hesitation. However, it is during these tumultuous times that true leaders are born. As the ground beneath the feet of many others trembles and shakes, you must resolve to stand firm and unyielding. Choose to embrace the chaos surrounding you, reframing it not as a looming threat but as an extraordinary chance to innovate, adapt, and rise above the fray. Imagine yourself as a firewalker, someone who traverses the glowing coals with both fearless determination and unwavering steadiness, even while those around you may falter under pressure. In moments of crisis and instability, it is often those individuals who take decisive and purposeful actions who emerge as beacons of hope and guidance for others. Allow the uncertainty that permeates the environment to sharpen your vision and inform your steps, leading you toward a place of dominance and influence. Step 87. Stay calm under pressure to command respect. Pressure is often the crucible within which greatness is forged, carving out the strongest leaders from the mold of anxiety and turmoil. While most individuals may succumb to panic and despair, your ability to remain calm and composed becomes a crucial anchor for those around you. It is not about pretending that challenges and pressure do not exist, rather, it involves cultivating an approach that channels those pressures into actionable purpose and decisive measures. In moments of intense stress, take a moment to breathe deeply, grounding yourself in the present. Speak with clarity and intention, ensuring that your actions resonate with purpose. This demeanor of calmness under fire is not solely a personal asset, it is also a vital component for everyone around you who looks to you for guidance and strength. When they witness your unshaken resolve, their trust in your leadership becomes robust and unwavering. Step 88. Focus on results to solidify your influence. While words have the power to inspire, it is actions that truly cement your influence and stature as a leader. Results serve as your legacy, solid, irrefutable proof that your ideas, strategies, and visions bear tangible weight in the world. As you navigate through your endeavors, keep your focus firmly anchored on outcomes rather than just excuses or limitations. Every achievement you secure, no matter how minute it may seem, constructs a staircase leading you toward a commanding position of dominance. Celebrate your victories, acknowledging both the effort and the impact they hold, but refrain from resting solely on your laurels. Instead, let each accomplishment be the fuel that drives your next endeavor, igniting a relentless pursuit for further achievements. The more you deliver consistently, the more unshakable and respected your position will become. Remember that results are the universal language of effective leadership, speaking volumes about your capabilities and potential. Step 89. Use failure as a stepping stone to build credibility. In the grand journey of leadership, failure is not a sign of defeat, it represents the beginning of profound growth and understanding. It is, in essence, the scar that signifies you have fought valiantly, experienced setbacks, learned, and ultimately survived. Embrace these scars with pride, as they speak to your resilience and tenacity in the face of adversity. Instead of fearing the prospect of falling, it is far more detrimental to fear failing to rise again. When you learn to embrace your missteps and transform them into invaluable lessons, you send a powerful message to the world: even in defeat, you are unstoppable. Every failure contributes to your narrative, adding layers of depth and complexity to your story, making it rich and worth following for others who aspire to lead. Step 90. Remain adaptable to sustain power over time. In a world characterized by constant change, one of the most valuable traits you can possess is adaptability. Being rigid in your approaches, thoughts, and strategies is the enemy of sustained dominance. Instead, aspire to be fluid, capable of adjusting to new circumstances without compromising your core essence. Cultivate a mindset of curiosity and a relentless pursuit of innovation. Make lifelong learning a priority, allowing it to enrich your perspective and enhance your responses to evolving challenges. Remember that true dominance is not merely about occupying the top position for a fleeting moment, it is about continually evolving and adapting to maintain that position over time, ensuring that you stay ahead of the curve and remain relevant in an increasingly dynamic landscape. Chapter 10. Mastery of Power and Legacy. In the intricate tapestry of leadership and influence, the true essence of power transcends mere dominance, it embodies the profound impact of what one chooses to do with that power. It is not enough to wield authority or command respect. The hallmark of true mastery lies in the ability to create a legacy that not only endures but also serves as a beacon, inspiring others to follow in one's footsteps. A well-crafted legacy becomes a testament to the leader's capacity to inspire, empower, and lead with grace and conviction. Within this chapter, we embark on an exploration of the emotional and practical journey involved in transforming fleeting influence into an everlasting impact that resonates across time and generations. Step 91. Combine multiple techniques for layered influence. In the realm of influence, power flourishes through its dynamic nature, it is ever-evolving, never static. To harness this power effectively, one must master the art of layering various techniques. By weaving together logic with emotion, strategy with empathy, and authority with approachability, the leader creates a multifaceted approach to influence that feels not only seamless but also profoundly impactful. Consider the analogy of a maestro conducting a grand orchestra, where each instrument plays its part to contribute to a magnificent symphony of power. Your arsenal includes elements like persuasion, timing, and collaboration, tools that, when employed together, elevate your influence to an art form that captivates and resonates deeply with your audience. This intricate interplay among diverse methods forms an influential melody that leaves an indelible mark on the hearts and minds of those you lead. Step 92. Prioritize long-term impact over short-term gains. While the allure of immediate victories can be hard to resist, true mastery in the realm of power demands a broader and more visionary perspective. Rather than fixating solely on the next step, leaders must train their sights on the horizon, seeking to cultivate strategies that transcend fleeting trends, forge relationships that withstand the test of adversity, and make decisions that foster a positive and lasting impact long after the leader has departed from the scene. Reflect on the art of a sculptor, each stroke carefully considered. As they expertly carve stone, every decision shapes an enduring creation that will stand the test of time. In the same vein, the choices and actions you take today should resonate with purpose and intention, ensuring that your legacy of power thrives long into the future, echoing through the lives you touch. Step 93. Inspire others to advocate on your behalf. The most powerful advocates for your mission and vision often reside not within your own voice but in the voices of those who wholeheartedly believe in you. To harness this potential, it is vital to inspire others to champion your cause, not out of obligation or duty, but from a genuine sense of admiration and commitment to your shared goals. Empower those around you by illustrating how your accomplishments also pave the way for their success. When individuals feel inspired to advocate for you, they magnify your reach and bolster your influence. This ripple effect transforms your identity from that of a mere leader to that of a powerful movement, compelling and drawing others into your vision. Step 94. Mentor rising talents to extend your influence. A true legacy extends beyond personal achievements. It encompasses the triumphs of those you inspire along the way. Seek out rising talents, individuals who brim with potential yet may be lacking the guidance and support they need to flourish. As a mentor, approach them not as a superior, but as an equal partner in their journey toward growth and mastery. Each individual you uplift serves as a vessel for your influence, their successes resonating as reflections of your leadership and mentorship. As these rising stars ascend in their paths, they carry forth your teachings and philosophies, disseminating your legacy like seeds scattered by a gentle breeze, leading to flourishing gardens of future leaders. Step 95. Maintain humility while wielding power. In navigating the currents of power, it is crucial to remain grounded in humility. The intoxicating allure of authority can obscure one's perspective, but humility provides the anchor that keeps a leader firmly connected to the people they serve. Always remember that being in a position of power does not elevate you above those you lead, rather, it places you alongside them, guiding them with empathy, respect, and shared understanding. Humility is not a sign of weakness, it is, in fact, a reflection of restrained strength. It embodies the quiet confidence of recognizing your worth and value without the necessity to proclaim it. A leader who embodies humility does not demand respect, they earn it through their actions and character. That respect endures, creating a legacy that lasts long after the acknowledgement of their power has faded into memory. Through humility, leaders forge connections that elevate their influence and ensure their legacy remains relevant, cherished, and inspiring for generations to come. Step 96. Foster goodwill to build a positive legacy. The true measure of power transcends mere accumulation, it lies in the generous spirit of giving and sharing with others. To foster goodwill, engage in acts that exemplify kindness, fairness, and generosity. Your influence on those around you should be a beacon of hope, illuminating the path forward rather than casting shadows of fear over their lives. Visualize a lush garden that thrives due to the diligent care it receives. This image encapsulates the essence of goodwill. It is the lifeblood that nurtures connections among individuals, inspires unwavering loyalty, and ensures that your legacy is planted within rich, fertile soil. By fostering goodwill, you create an environment where relationships flourish, actively contributing to a community grounded in positivity and mutual respect. The more you give, the more you cultivate an enduring legacy that stands the test of time. Step 97. Learn from rivals and opponents to refine your skills. Remember, your rivals are not your sworn enemies, rather, they serve as invaluable teachers on your journey. Each challenge and obstacle they present offers a unique opportunity for you to refine and enhance your strategies, illuminate your blind spots, and emerge even stronger. Approaching opposition with curiosity rather than hostility allows you to study their strengths and glean insights from their perspectives. By competently assessing these dynamics, you equip yourself with the tools needed to sharpen your own abilities. True mastery of power does not come from vanquishing others but from the relentless pursuit of growth and evolution in response to competition. Embrace the lessons learned from your rivals, for these experiences can accelerate your path to excellence and resilience. Step 98. Continuously adapt to changing social dynamics. In the grand tapestry of existence, the world behaves like an ever-flowing river, unpredictable and constantly changing. As one who seeks to master the dynamics of power, it is essential to embody the fluidity of the current, skillfully adapting to the tides of change. Remaining attuned to shifts within society allows you to be one step ahead. Embrace the willingness to unlearn outdated practices and mold yourself around more effective, contemporary approaches. Adaptability ensures not only your continued relevance but fortifies your ability to respond adeptly to unforeseen challenges. By seamlessly integrating change into your repertoire, you position yourself for enduring success in an ever-evolving landscape. Step 99. Use influence responsibly to avoid destructive consequences. With great power comes immense responsibility, and the misuse of that power can send shockwaves of harm throughout the environment you've worked so hard to cultivate. Therefore, it's imperative to ask yourself critical questions. Will this decision uplift those around me, or will it lead to destruction? Acting with responsibility means leading with integrity and consistently prioritizing the well-being and upliftment of others over any personal gain. Use your influence judiciously as a catalyst for positive progress rather than a tool of control and manipulation. A legacy grounded in care, empathy, and respect becomes an unbreakable bond that withstands the test of time, inspiring others to follow in your footsteps. Step 100. Leave a legacy of respect, influence, and leadership. Ultimately, the legacy you leave behind is not defined by the titles or accolades you accumulate but by the profound impact you have on people's lives. It is shaped by how you made them feel, the dreams you inspired them to pursue, and the guidance you provided as they sought to become better versions of themselves. Craft a narrative that is worth telling, a tapestry woven from threads of compassion, resilience, and steadfast leadership. Allow your influence to resonate like the final chords of a magnificent symphony, lingering in the hearts and minds of those who come after you. That is mastery, that is the true immortality of a legacy steeped in respect and empowerment. Final thought. As we navigate the complex and often unsettling landscape of manipulation, it may appear overwhelming and intimidating, casting shadows that seem impenetrable. However, within this dark realm, there exists a flicker of hope and illumination. Knowledge serves as a powerful beacon, guiding us through the murky waters of deceit and coercion. It is this understanding that equips you with the ability to discern truth from illusion, empowering you to make judicious decisions while remaining steadfast in your stance against those who would seek to exploit or deceive. As you prepare to embark on this journey, I encourage you to step forward into this shadowy territory not with trepidation, but with a spirit of curiosity and a heart filled with determination. Your pursuit of knowledge will serve as your most formidable ally, granting you the strength to confront challenges head-on and to navigate the intricate web spun by the manipulators in our midst. The mechanisms of manipulation are, indeed, within your grasp. A plethora of strategies and insights await your exploration, and the choices you make in utilizing this knowledge will define your path. Will you harness these tools to uplift and inspire, or will you succumb to the temptations of power for selfish ends? The decision rests solely with you. So, as you stand on the precipice of this transformative journey, remember that the adventure begins now. Embrace the challenges that lie ahead with an open mind and an unwavering spirit, for it is through this endeavor that you will uncover not only the secrets of manipulation but also discover your own strength and resilience in the face of adversity. Venture forth with confidence, and let the quest for understanding guide your steps into the unknown. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like our videos, and share them with others who seek knowledge. Join our channel membership for exclusive perks and content designed just for our members.